In contemporary times, we encounter individuals whose intellectual capacity stands out compared to others. The wise, masters in the art of self-improvement, possess the ability to employ strategies to excel in intelligence, even though, in reality, this advantage is relative. But how is it possible to achieve such a feat? In this video, I will explore the strategies silently used by those seeking to gain a privileged position in society. Keep this in mind throughout this video. In certain circumstances, excessive exposure can result in more losses than obvious gains. Are you curious to discover the secrets employed by wise individuals to excel in intelligence compared to the majority? Then, join me on this journey, and, as usual, stay committed until the end. Don't waste the opportunity to govern your emotions. We will divide this video into distinct segments, starting with the first point: problem solving and resilience. The wise dedicate themselves to solving their dilemmas instead of complaining about them. This focus on problem solving and a resilient attitude finds support in ancient wisdom, which advocates serene acceptance and determination in the face of life's challenges. Complaint is seen as a negative and unproductive attitude. Astute minds analyze the problem, conceive solutions, and work towards resolving it. Each effort contributes to an accumulation of experience, facilitating the resolution of future challenges. Secondly, we have the lesson of learning from the mistakes of others. Intelligent people engage in analyzing the errors of others, as advocated by philosophy. Subliminally, they apply the principles of ancient wisdom. Instead of constantly correcting and judging the mistakes of others, they silently observe and absorb knowledge. Constant correction can lead to conflicts and, in some cases, alienate people. It is wiser to observe and learn from these slips, paying attention to details. Avoid the temptation to point out others' mistakes, as not everyone welcomes criticism willingly. Prefer to discreetly learn from these observations, directing your efforts towards self-improvement. Step 3. Turning plans into action. Perceptive individuals, in the light of the ancient philosophy embodied by Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, understand the need to act in the present, rather than waiting for ideal circumstances. Sharp minds do not fall for the narrative of the perfect timing or the most opportune moment. Certainly, there are occasions when waiting is prudent. After all, you do not remove a delicacy from the fire prematurely or speed up your vehicle under a red light. However, in many cases, it is imperative to start executing your plans, regardless of the idea or project in question. Inaction will only result in stagnation and a mediocre existence. Do not wait for the perfect moment or opportunity. Work with the resources available to you and adapt to adversity, gaining wisdom and maturity along the way, even in the face of setbacks. If you do not face challenges along the way, you will never learn and never develop the strength needed to withstand future pressures. So, if you want something to thrive, start immediately, as action is always more beneficial than idle waiting. Step 4. Recognizing negative influences. Identifying and distancing yourself from harmful influences aligns with the historical principle of cultivating virtues and avoiding vices. In social matters, confronting someone whose attitude displeases you is not the wisest approach. Imagine yourself in an environment where it is known that a certain person exerts a harmful influence, someone lacking emotional control who fosters conflicts and disrupts the tranquility of others. If you find yourself in this context with that person and decide to confront them or express your disagreement, they are likely to take actions to disturb your peace. Individuals without principles delight in disturbing the peace and well-being of others. In our already troubled society, a misplaced word is enough to create turmoil. When you identify someone as a negative influence in a particular environment, discreetly distance yourself and focus on what needs to be done at that moment, avoiding involvement with such an individual. Step 5. Silently deciphering people's motivations. Being attentive to hidden motivations and concealed intentions aligns with the ancient principle of discerning between what is within our control and what is beyond it. Suppose someone has never shown interest in you, always maintaining distance and indifference. However, you secure a prominent position in a highly coveted company. After a week, a month, or even 2 months, this distant person suddenly approaches with a friendly and enthusiastic attitude, sometimes even suggesting outings together. Why, after you secure this job, does this previously indifferent person become so welcoming? It's because they also desire a position in that company and are now trying to establish a connection with you in the hope that you can help them get it. Be alert and try to perceive these unexpected approaches. While some people may be genuine and friendly without ulterior motives, others conceal their true motivations behind a facade of cordiality. This becomes evident when someone who previously ignored you suddenly approaches without apparent reason. Stay vigilant and try to identify these sudden approaches, as a smile can mask hidden intentions. Step 6. Accumulating wisdom. Insightful individuals value information and handle it with care, following a philosophy aligned with self-discipline and moderation from the past. It is imperative not to readily share information, as knowledge is a precious treasure. Imagine yourself as an entrepreneur receiving privileged information from a contact within a certain company, information that could boost your business. If you share this source with other entrepreneurs, they may use it for their own gain without considering your interests. Disclosing the origin of your information is a mistake because knowledge is the most valuable currency of the mind. We are immersed in the information age, where knowledge is as valuable as pure gold. It provides security, the ability to discern whom to trust and whom not to, and guides our choices and avoidances. Therefore, whenever possible, acquire information silently and keep the reach of your knowledge a well-guarded secret. Maintain your sources of wisdom so that others cannot decipher the reason behind your consistently sound decisions. Step 7. Analyzing thoughts and separating the constructive from the destructive. Insightful individuals practice introspection, examining their thoughts and feelings to discern their worth, adhering to the tradition of mastering their own reactions throughout the day. The human mind is a whirlwind of ideas, influenced by daily experiences. For instance, if you faced stressful situations in the morning, you are likely to still be plagued by thoughts of anger and discouragement in the evening. Therefore, it is vital to dedicate a quiet moment daily to cleanse the mind. Assess the merit of what you think and distinguish the constructive from the destructive. If a harmful idea arises, such as the desire to harm someone, discard it immediately. Seek more positive solutions or ways to shield yourself from negative influences. If your mind dwells on recent unfavorable events, redirect it toward constructing solutions or engaging in activities that bring you joy. Filtering thoughts and feelings until you no longer feed them and, if possible, eliminating them is essential. Allowing destructive thoughts to flourish in the mind is like allowing decay to take hold of a house. Eventually, your mind will become saturated with destructive thoughts, leading you to the brink of insanity. Step 8. Quietly deciphering people's motivations. Being attentive to hidden motivations and veiled intentions aligns with the ancient principle of discerning what is within our control and what is beyond. Suppose someone has never shown interest in you, always keeping their distance and indifference. However, you secure a prominent position in a highly sought-after company. After a week, a month, or even 2 months, this distant person suddenly approaches you with a friendly and enthusiastic attitude, sometimes even suggesting outings together. Why, after you've secured this job, does this person who was previously indifferent become so welcoming? It's because they also desire a position in that company and are now trying to establish a connection with you in the hope that you can help them get in. Stay alert and try to perceive these unexpected approaches. While some people may be genuine and friendly without ulterior motives, others conceal their true motivations behind a facade of cordiality. This becomes evident when someone who previously paid you no attention suddenly approaches you without apparent reason. Stay vigilant and try to identify these sudden approaches, as a smile can camouflage hidden intentions. Step 9. Cultivating subtle empathy. Empathy is an essential virtue in the pursuit of wisdom. Insightful individuals understand that empathy is not just about expressing compassion and understanding overtly. Instead, it also manifests itself subtly. These attentive minds perceive the unspoken cues in human interactions. When someone close is going through a tough time, they may not verbally express their distress, but their gestures, looks, and tone of voice reveal a lot. Subtle empathy involves the ability to detect these cues and offer support discreetly without embarrassing the person in question. This demonstrates a deep understanding of human complexities and strengthens relationships in a genuine way. In summary, by incorporating the teachings of Stoicism into our daily lives, we can nurture a mindset grounded in self-discipline, serenity, and constant improvement. From approaching challenges with determination to uncovering the true motivations of others, these Stoic lessons encourage us to live with wisdom and virtue, facing obstacles with calmness and cultivating relationships and attitudes that allow us to thrive in an ever-changing world. I sincerely hope that these pieces of advice are of great utility to you. Don't forget to check the first link in the comments if you want to learn more about Stoicism. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.